before they appealed, before President Trump put Paul Atkins and Scott Bessent and David Sachs as critical, key, very smart leaders in this industry to bring this industry back on shore, I would have walked away. Now you look at that, like this case in this SEC, and so where we find ourselves is great. There's a clear illegal victory to say XRP is not a security. That was good for the industry. But there's pieces of it that we think could be kind of cleaned up. And the question is, do we want to fight that fight, or can we come to an agreement with the SEC to drop everything?
The whole idea that this wouldn't have been brought under this SEC, have you had that specific discussion with Paul Atkins and with David Sachs?
Well, Paul Atkins hasn't yet been confirmed. He's a very knowledgeable guy about this industry and has been for a long time. But I've had conversations. I won't comment on specifics with certainly, I think David Sachs would agree that this is a case that didn't make a lot of sense. Harm. This was about Gary Gensler waging a war against this industry.
It's interesting. I want to also point out that the nominated token, of course, XRP has been up roughly 14%, now about 13% in the last 24 hours. One thing a lot of people have looked at, we're thinking a lot about how the administration is handling crypto assets, particularly outside of Bitcoin. Why do you think XRP wasn't specifically named in the executive order for the digital asset stockpile?
Well, so XRP was named by the president on Truth Social. He posted something saying that there should be other tokens, that there's going to be a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and then a crypto stockpile that would include things like XRP.
Days later, the executive order didn't include it. Why was that?
I don't know what specifically was in the executive order. My understanding is there's going to be a Bitcoin strategic reserve. There'll be a crypto stockpile representing other cryptos. And I would expect that will include XRP. Look, at the end of the day, I think the stark contrast is in the Biden administration, we couldn't get a meeting with people at the White House. Now we're welcomed into the White House. And that's just a massive change. I think we want this industry to thrive in the United States. We don't want to push it offshore so we have fewer regulations.
I think the reason I keep putting you to is because...
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining. I'm going over a couple things with Ripple and XRP.
That is what's causing an overhang. The uncertainty of the...
Because I do crypto trading, I day trade. I'm using trade on XRP.
Stockpile or otherwise being more support for an ETF.
Yeah.
For example, where does that confidence come from and what kind of timelines on?
So I have immense confidence on the ETF. I think there's
Here's my
11
trade.
filings pending with the SEC to launch ETFs from everybody from Bitwise to Franklin.
For 2 and 8 part 2 and XRP.
In between.
I'm going to go to XRP, using XRP.
We have seen
I've got
even outside
6 trades in XRP. 3 of them are 500% up on them.
a lot of outflows
100x leverage.
some of the crypto ETFs. You're seeing inflows into
The other one's
XRP.
down,
And I
but
think that's because you had this false negative pressure from the SEC, this kind of, an exogenous hand holding things down that's now being released. And that's great for the market. That's great for builders within the XRP ecosystem globally. Yeah.
How much XRP would be in it? Where does it come from?
Well, my understanding of what I read about I think there are some questions, and the devil may be in the details as Treasury implements some of this.
Absolutely in the details.
But my understanding is that the stockpile will be represented by seized other cryptos other than Bitcoin that then will be in that stockpile. So to the extent that various law enforcement agencies have seized cryptos, which would include XRP, that those would go into the stockpile in addition to the Bitcoin strategic reserve. That's my understanding.
We have been talking here about a big moment for you and for your company, of course, a rollback, really, of the tension that had been brewing with the SEC. And let's talk about the next phase. One thing I'm really wondering about now that there's...
all right, so just hold on one second. He says the Bitcoin strategic reserve, right? I'm going to show you guys something right here because I know I've been doing my research on some stuff here, and I'm like, oh, the Bitcoin strategic reserve. Oh, what? So hold on a second, because as far as my understanding goes, I don't even know why Bitcoin is a strategic reserve, because I don't know any companies that are. Let me show you guys something here. Josh got a lot of info in here. Hold on. Sifting through it. Oh yeah, look at this. No, I won't. I'll save that. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on now. Good Lord Almighty, man. Is it here? I know I've got it. Okay, so I'll just share it with you guys. I don't see it on here. I've got it on my TikTok account. Guys, don't follow me on here. Go follow me on TikTok too. I don't know. Um, yeah. Well, I don't see it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say, hey. On that note, um, I'll just tell you guys, Wobus International has $500 million invested into XRP as a strategic treasury reserve for their company. Um, Trident, Trident, Wobus is 300 million. Trident has 500 million. There's another company called Wellgistics Pharmacy out of, gosh, I believe it's Florida. Look this up. They just invested $50 million into XRP, not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not not Solano, not any of it, XRP specifically. Why, I don't know. But when you're kind of like wondering which financial assets you'd like to get invested into, XRP or bust, yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's kind of like it's that way it is right now. I mean, I've got 50,000 XRP just floating, around waiting to blow up. I got them at like a 42 cent buy-in, but I mean, I got all my crypto in the last bear market, so it's doing really well right now, you guys. I don't know if anyone's XRP is going to be used for cross-border payments through the banks. It projected it 10,000 at the lowest. After it starts, if we don't, we will. Well, I mean, it could hit 10,000. I'm not going to say it's going to hit 10,000 right away, but it's going to be an over the night thing. I've done a lot of research on that, and I know that Ripple has like, what does it do, like 1,700 NDAs. We've got currently right now, like XRP is only ran on 514 different markets, and I believe it's ran on 167 different exchanges. That goes into the global VWAP, which is the global volume weighted average price formula. And that's usually what is determined when you're calculating the, like, what determines the value of a cryptocurrency, or how is it, the value of a cryptocurrency determined. It needs to have a global V. Below transaction fees, it's also owned by BlackRock. Well, yeah, XRP is owned by BlackRock. Well, I've got a post. I've got like I believe the 1 billion plus XRP cohort black balance. These people. So here's the kicker. XRP, right? What is it? It's like the top 20 wallets. The top 20 wallets of XRP hold 50% of the current circulating supply, and those are anonymous wallets on a public. Well, I mean, come on. And I've caught my Alexa, literally caught my Alexa saying that BlackRock has 29.5% of the current circulating supply of XRP. Blackstone Group over in Australia has 16% of the current circulating supply, or roughly around 9.76 billion XRP tokens. And man, I made posts on on my TikTok account when I get these things. It's just so funny. I think I might have made a post or two about it on here, but it doesn't really pick up like it does. I had to go. I'm having to go live just to get kind of like people to watch or whatnot. But let's go ahead and you guys want to dive down the rabbit hole here. I mean, low transaction fees. It's also owned by. So check this out, bro. Check this out. BlackRock owns a significant portion, but I wouldn't say that XRP is owned by BlackRock. Not by far. But here's the kicker. Like, Alexa, good evening.
Good evening. I hope you have a pleasant night.
Hey, Alexa, do you lie?
I'm not always right, but I don't lie.
Hey, Alexa, who is Ripple Labs?
According to Wikipedia, Ripple Labs Incorporated is an American technology company which offers enterprise blockchain products on the XRP ledger and other networks.
Alexa, let's see here.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, is ExxonMobil and Ripple Labs partnered?
From ExxonMobil.com. ExxonMobil has committed up to $100 million over the next 10 years into the partnership, which is among the largest of its kind.
Alexa, when did ExxonMobil and Ripple Labs partner up?
From Decrypt.co. It announced its partnership with Ripple at the beginning of 2018 with its intention to pilot using XRP and Ripple's XVIA.
So you're telling me, wait. So you're trying to tell me that ExxonMobil's been using XRP since 2018? You trying to tell me that during that whole SEC lawsuit case, ExxonMobil's partnered up with Ripple, just moving? And check this out. Yeah, there's something a little funny going on there, right? So let's dive a little further down this little interesting Alexa-based informational rabbit hole I got for you guys. America's first, Israel second, Palestine never. Hey, check this out there in the Loop Network. Watch this one, buddy. We're the United States of Israel. In case you didn't know that, Alexa, is the Central Bank of Israel partnered with Ripple?
From CoinGate.com. In 2021, the bank announced a partnership with Ripple as part of its plan to swiftly improve cross-border payments and remittance services.
MAGA this in the loop. Alexa, is the Bank of Iran partnered with Ripple?
From Webipedia.com. The bank is also and continues to explore DLT solutions to enhance operations.
And you want to talk about Palestine? Check this one out, buddy. Alexa, is the Bank of Pakistan partnered with Ripple? Alexa, is the Central Bank of Pakistan partnered with Ripple Labs?
From Ripple.com. The bank is now partnering with Ripple for its latest innovation, providing real-time cross-border remittances.
Alexa, is the Bank of Saudi Arabia partnered with Ripple Labs?
From FinanceMagnates.com. Ripple has announced a partnership with the National Commercial Bank of Saudi Arabia, the biggest bank in that country.
Alexa, is the Bank of Palestine partnered with Ripple?
From CoinGate.com. In 2021, the bank announced a partnership with Ripple as part of its plan to swiftly improve cross-border payments and remittance services.
Alexa, is the Bank of Egypt partnered with Ripple?
From CoinGate.com. Ripple, a leading blockchain solutions provider, has recently initiated a collaboration with Egypt's Commercial International Bank, CIB.
That's the Middle East for you. There's the Middle East already partnered with Ripple, the American-based San Francisco, fintech company. Hey, check this one out. So while the mainstream media is reporting on the news how, the president in China and Chinese, the tariffs in China, all those tariff wars, it's tariff wars and it's trade wars and it's watch this one. Alexa, is the Chinese financial sector partnered with Ripple?
From Cointelegraph.com. Lian, a Chinese payment services provider, and RippleNet have announced a partnership designed to speed up transactions between China and RippleNet users in the US and Europe.
Let's dive down this rabbit hole a little further then, shall we, Alexa? Alexa, is the Hong Kong Monetary...
I'm not quite sure how to help you, Paul.
Alexa, is the Hong Kong Monetary Authority working with Ripple Labs?
From Wikipedia.org. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority, HKMA, is the central banking institution of Hong Kong.
Alexa, is the HKMA or Hong Kong Monetary Authority working with Ripple?
From CoinGate.com. Ripple has joined the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's, HKMA, the EHKD pilot program.
Alexa, what is the EHKD pilot program?
From Binance.com. According to Foresight News, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, HKMA, launched a pilot program for the digital Hong Kong dollar, ECT, in May this year, testing its potential use cases.
Alexa, what is the EKHD pilot program partnered or working with Ripple Labs on?
From lawinsider.com. Pilot program means an experimental program using a
Alexa,
select.
what is the HKMA working with Ripple Labs on?
From Cointelegraph.com. Ripple will participate in the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's, HKMA's, Digital Hong Kong Dollar, EHKD, Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC, pilot program by showcasing a real estate asset tokenization solution.
A real estate asset tokenization solution. One of the things I've been telling people to be on the lookout for, and this is financial advice, people. Don't buy or sell or trade anything based on anything you hear out of my mouth. I'm just talking to my Alexa and informing people just, maybe a little bit of information that the news is failing to report. I know Bloomberg isn't reporting this kind of stuff. So look at Ripple Labs is working. While the news is reporting our tariff wars and our trade wars and the presidents and oh no, it's going to be Chinese tariff. Oh, they're already their whole financial sector is worked up with Ripple, and they're working on they're working with us behind the scenes, under the scenes, to create their own digital dollar, to use XRP as some kind of leveraging form to purchase for real estate, tokenization of real estate. Let's go ahead and let's further explore what's going on over there in Hong Kong, because I think there's a bank, a Taiwanese bank over there that's doing some crazy stuff with Ripple. But let's look into that real quick. Hey Alexa, is the Fubon Bank in Hong Kong working with Ripple Labs?
From CryptoPotato.com. The bank is also working with Ripple to offer cross-border IMCO QR payments.
Alexa, what else is the Fubon Bank in Hong Kong working with Ripple on? Alexa, is the Fubon Bank in Hong Kong partnered with Ripple?
From Ripple.com. The bank is now partnering with Ripple for its latest innovation, providing real-time cross-border remittances.
Alexa, is the Fubon Bank in Hong Kong working on a pilot
From
program?
Wikipedia.org.
Alexa, is the Fubon Bank in Hong Kong working on a pilot program with Ripple Labs?
I don't have an answer for that.
Well, let me try and speed it up then for you. Alexa, is the Fubon Bank working with Ripple Labs on a pilot program?
From PIMS.com. The pilot program will be launched in the coming months, per the report.
Alexa, what pilot program is Ripple Labs?
Here you
Alexa,
go.
Alexa, what pilot program is Ripple working with Fubon Bank to accomplish?
From CoinGate.com. Ripple's alliance with the bank involves the execution and delivery of the digital lari pilot program using the Ripple CBDC platform that came alive a while back.
Check this one out. Check this one out, guys. This is interesting too. Alexa, is the Central Bank of South Korea partnered
I'm
with
not
Ripple?
quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, is the Bank of South Korea partnered with Ripple?
From CoinGate.com. South Korea's DAX has launched institutional XRP custody, strengthening its partnership with Ripple and advancing regulated crypto adoption.
Alexa, is the North Korean financial sector partnered with Ripple?
From Cointelegraph.com. Earlier this year, Ripple Labs partnered with South Korean crypto custodian DAX to roll out institutional custody support for XRP and its US dollar-backed stablecoin, Relust.
Interesting. Alexa, is the
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, how many banks in Japan are partnered with Ripple Labs?
From Watcher.guru. Ripple adoption in banking has actually reached unprecedented levels in Japan right now, with over 80% of major financial institutions now using Ripple's technology for payments.
Alexa, is the National Bank of the Philippines partnered with Ripple?
From CryptoPotato.com. The country's national bank has recently signed a cooperation agreement to join the blockchain-based payments network RippleNet to implement remittance payments.
We're not done. Alexa, is the Central Bank of Mongolia partnered with Ripple?
From CoinGate.com. In 2021, the bank announced a partnership with Ripple as part of its plan to swiftly improve cross-border payments and remittance services.
Alexa, is the Bank of Cambodia partnered with Ripple?
From CMCMmarkets.com. Hot off the press, Cambodia just introduced the first international remittance service using blockchain with a joint venture between SCI Holdings and Ripple.
I want to see how long they are. How's it going, Joyce Rose? Hey, thank you for joining. We're just going over Ripple partnerships here because I'm trading on some XRP over in my day trading, just showing people why I trade on XRP. I'm not going to trade on something that's going to go to zero because I don't want to lose or get my, have my account get blown by bad crypto trading. So this is pretty decent cryptocurrency here with Ripple. But let's see this. Let's go ahead and let's go. What? Alexa, is the Bank of Laotia partnered with Ripple? Alexa, is the Bank of Laos or Laotia partnered with Ripple?
From Ripple.com. The bank is now partnering with Ripple for its latest innovation, providing real-time cross-border remittances.
Alexa, is the Bank of Vietnam partnered with Ripple?
From Theblock.co. Vietnam-based TP Bank, Tien Phan Commercial Bank, has joined Ripple's blockchain-based payments network, RippleNet, seeking faster international money transfers.
Alexa, that's crazy. Alexa, is the Bank of Manila partnered with Ripple?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay. Well, what about HSBC? So look, Alexa, why is HSBC partnered with Ripple?
From Coinpedia.org. Ripple partnered with HSBC to ease regulatory hurdles for HSBC's clients, focusing on tokenized assets like gold.
Focus on tokenizing assets like gold. The RWA
I'm not quite
rollout.
sure how to help
Hey,
you.
folks, so check this out. The RWA rollout, the real world asset rollout that's happening right now, that Ripple's been working on for a long time. They've been in like every country with this company called Medico, and Medico is a tokenization company, and they've been tokenizing RWAs for Ripple for like 10 years now, you guys. And I'm not sure exactly like. Oh, I am sure. Okay, so check this out. Let me share this with you real quick. So one of the things that needs to happen in order for tokenized assets to be applied to any specific ledger, to give that ledger a lot of value in giving a native token upon said ledger, that money will transfer on a significant amount of value, is going to be the tokenization and application of real world assets into the specific ledger. Now, I wasn't aware, but in order to tokenize real world assets and apply that onto a ledger, you're going to need a contract or a smart contract. And guess who does smart contracts in the crypto sphere? Oh, people, this is juicy info. Well, I'll tell you anyway if no one's here, just because. The the let me just show you right here. Let me grab it. I got it right here on the green screen. Bam, there it is. So right here, folks, check it out. We've got EVM compatible smart contracts now on the XRP Ledger ecosystem. This is going to be a good one. This is great. I mean, I've got all the information on this too. So hold on, let me just pull up one of the little things here. This is juicy stuff. So, in order for the tokenization of real world assets to be applied onto the ledger, you've got to have smart contract capability. And now XRP, and that, oh, it's just, it's crazy. This gets crazy, folks. Let me show you what this means. So, right here, we've got to have EVM Ethereum virtual machine as a sidechain to launch the XRP ledger means a significant expansion of the XRP ecosystem's capabilities and reach. Here's a breakdown of what it means. One, smart contract functionality for XRP. Check this out, man. The XRPL was primarily designed for fast, low cost cross border payments. While it has some native features, it didn't inherently support the complex, time complete smart contracts that Ethereum is known for. The EVM. The sidechain changes this by bringing full Ethereum compatible smart contract capabilities to the XRPL. This means developers now can write and deploy smart contracts using Solidity, the language used on Ethereum, and utilize familiar Ethereum development tools like MetaMask, Hardhat, and Remix. 2. Interoperability. Isn't that like one of the biggest narratives are always talking about? It's going to be interoperable. We'll check this one out. Interoperability with the Ethereum ecosystem. This is crucial. This is a crucial aspect. The EVM sidechain acts as a bridge between the XRP ledger and the vast Ethereum ecosystem with the smart contracts, which includes and not limited to a multitude of decentralized applications like DeFi apps, decentralized finance, NFTs, gaming, and more. Huge, you guys. So now I'm going to go ahead and dive into, let's go to page 2. Hold on, I got to pull it up. Through this sidechain, assets and data can flow between the XRPL and Ethereum based platforms. This enhances cross chain liquidity and opens up new opportunities for XRP to be used within a broader Web3 space. Projects like Axelar and Wormhole are being integrated to facilitate this cross chain community, enabling seamless transfers of assets and messages between XRPL, its EVM sidechain, and other blockchain networks. Expanded use cases for XRP. Check this one out, folks. With the EVM compatibility, XRP can now participate in a much wider range of decentralized applications. This includes DeFi lending, borrowing, staking. Staking? You mean now you can just stake your XRP? Isn't that what BlackRock was really needing in order for, you know, they're going to start launching those, N- NFTs or something? So check this out. The very next thing, tokenization, easier creation and management of various digital assets, including RWAs, real world assets. Interesting how that needed to happen in order to have that sort of robust, I would say, application of RWAs and the value that those are going to bring to the ledger. So the NFT marketplace, so let's go on and see. I think there's another one here. I mean, this is huge news, you guys. I don't know if anyone else is talking about it. I'm sure someone's got to be. Probably like a little bit behind or. So check this one out. So cross-chain payments enhance the ability to move value on different blockchains and networks, leveraging XRPL's strengths. The sidechain allows developers to build with Ethereum's flexibility while still benefiting from other advantages of the XRP ledger. Speed. XRPL is known for its fast transaction finality. The EVM sidechain also aims for high throughput, like up to 1,000 transactions per second, and quick finality. So, remember how Ethereum, you go to transact on Ethereum, it takes forever in a day or whatnot? And like now, No, it's not. What? Let's go ahead. What else? What else does this mean for Ethereum tokens and Ethereum gas fees and things like that? Right? Like that's a big question. Well, let's go and dive into that too, folks. Low cost. Transactions on the XRPL are generally very low cost and its efficiency is extended to the sidechain. What? What? Its efficiency is extended? Okay, so XRP itself serves as a native gas token for the EVM sidechain. Oh, that's huge. Huge. That's great for Ethereum. So XRP is going to act as the gas what? The gas token for EVM sidechain, further integrating it into the ecosystem. Robust network. The XRPL has a strong, established network with a large user base. With a large user base, already a large user base. Well, we just confirmed earlier when I started this that ExxonMobil has been partnered with Ripple Labs since 2018, and they've been using X and make purchases on like oil equipment, rigging equipment for oil pumps, and to yeah, and they've been purchasing that with XRP or something like or some kind of yeah. So Exxon's using crypto. Our banks are finally using crypto. We're just going over all the banks that are partnered with Ripple. There's like 1,700 NDAs. I do know that they're waiting to flip the switch with Ripple, you guys, because right now currently we've got Ethereum, which is ran on, I believe it's like let's ask Alexa, how is the price of Ethereum determined?
As of 1:45 a.m.,
Alexa,
eternal trade
what determines the price of Ethereum?
from Benzinga.com. Ethereum's price is determined by market supply and demand for the cryptocurrency.
Alexa, what is the global VWAP on Ethereum?
From Medium.com. EVM, a global decentralized computer, is the part of Ethereum that
Alexa, price of Ethereum determined.
from CoinGecko.com. The price of Ethereum, ETH, is calculated in real time, aggregating the latest data across 205 exchanges and 2,109 markets, using a global volume weighted average formula.
Hey Joyce Ross, check this out, you guys. Here's an interesting one, man. This is an interesting one. So, Alexa, how is the price of Ethereum determined?
From CoinGecko.com. The price of Ethereum, ETH, is calculated in real time by aggregating the latest data across 205 exchanges and 2,109 markets, using a global volume weighted average formula.
So the global volume weighted average formula, that's called a global VWAP. It's VWAP. Now here's an interesting one. The number of exchanges that Ethereum has been ran on has gone down approximately by 12 exchanges. And let's check in on XRP. Alexa, how is the price of XRP determined?
From CoinGecko.com. The price of XRP, is calculated in real time by aggregating the latest data across 168 exchanges and 504 markets, using a global volume weighted average formula.
So I find it interesting that like 2,100 different markets, XRP is only ran on 504 different markets. Ripple has over 1,700 NDAs, which are non-disclosure agreements that are, I guess, they're waiting to possibly launch on more financial market networks or markets. I guess I'm not sure what. Anyway, it looks like Ethereum is leading the field. Now let's check Bitcoin. Check this one out. Alexa, what determines the price of Bitcoin?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor. Unlike fiat currencies, such as the euro or the US dollar, the value of Bitcoin, BTC, is not defined by a single entity like a central bank. Instead, the price is influenced by supply and demand. Or, in simpler terms, by how much people are willing to pay for it.
Dang. Alexa, how is the price of Bitcoin determined?
No tengo claro cómo puedo ayudarte con eso.
Alexa, why did you speak to me in Spanish?
I only know English right now, but I'm learning more languages as we.
Alexa, out of the current does BlackRock firm currently have?
From OKEx.com. It currently has a circulating supply of 59,180,189,900.
How much XRP does Blackstone Group hold currently?
From Coinpedia.org. The company's XRP holdings decreased by a total of 780 million tokens, settling at 45.77 billion by the end of December 2023.
Alexa, what?
Here's what I found.
What? Alexa, how much of the current circulating supply of XRP does BlackRock firm have currently?
From Coinpedia.org. The total circulating
Alexa.
supply of.
Alexa, Alexa,
Sorry.
how much XRP does BlackRock firm have?
From Binance.com. Furthermore, rumors suggest that BlackRock has hatched a clandestine plan to acquire an incredible $1 trillion worth of XRP.
Alexa, out of the current circulating supply of XRP, how much does BlackRock have?
From OKEx.com. It currently has
Alexa, out of the current circulating supply of XRP, how much does BlackRock firm hold?
From OKEx.com. It
No.
currently has a circulating supply of
How about this
59
one? How
billion
about Alexa?
108.
Alexa, how much of the current circulating supply of XRP does Blackstone Group hold?
From Nasdaq.com. As of June 18th, the 1 billion plus XRP balance.
What? Who? What the what? Alexa, repeat.
As of June 18th, the 1 billion plus XRP balance cohort, Black, controls 41.3% of XRP's total circulating supply, up from their sessional low of 39.56% 3 months ago.
Alexa, how much of the current circulating supply of XRP does Blackstone Group hold currently?
From Watcher.guru. These accounts control about 2.43 billion XRP, around 4.17% of the circulating supply.
Alexa, how much of the current circulating supply of XRP does Vanguard Group hold?
From analyticsinsight.net. Together, they hold over 40% of all XRP in circulation.
Alexa, who does? I went down a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. Shit's getting weird on the old look. Alexa, how much of the current circulating supply of XRP does Vanguard Group have currently?
From Bybit.com. There are currently 59.31 BXRP in circulation.
I know that's not what I asked. Alexa, that's not what I asked. Alexa, how much XRP does Vanguard have? Oh, Alexa, Reset.
To restart your device,
Alexa.
unplug the.
How much of the XRP current circulating supply does Vanguard have?
From Coinpedia.org. The total circulating
That's
supply
not
of
what I asked.
XRP token is
Alexa.
50.
Out of the current circulating supply of XRP, how much does State Street have?
From CoinMarketCap.com. It has a circulating supply of 5,613,529,404 Zerpanet coins and a max supply of 29,992,295,954 Zerpanet coins.
What the hell? These are glitches in the matrix right now, you guys. I swear, I've never had these answers come out of my Alexa before. Alexa, what is XRPayNet?
From CoinGecko.com. Unlike Bitcoin, XRP was designed specifically for financial institutions to settle international transactions quickly and cheaply, while its platform, RippleNet, offers features like regulatory compliance tools and integration capabilities that traditional payment systems require.
Alexa, are U.S. banks allowed to hold crypto?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, are American banks able to hold crypto?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, can I store my crypto at an American bank?
From Benzinga.com. It can't be held in a bank account, so the insurance and regulation that protects your bank deposits against losses doesn't cover your crypto, so holders must take care to personally secure their assets.
Okay, Alexa, is Bank of America and PNC partnered with Ripple?
From Watcher.guru. Apart from the banks mentioned above, Ripple has also partnered with Bank of America, PNC Bank, Santander Bank, Thailand's Siam Commercial Bank, and Mexico's Quillet, among others.
Alexa, can I store my XRP at Bank of America?
From Bybit.com. XRP is one of the most popular tokens on the crypto market, and Ripple's customers include top banks and financial service providers, including Standard Chartered, Santander Bank, and Bank of America.
Alexa, what the? I don't know what to say to you. Alexa, how much XRP does Blackstone Group hold currently?
From Coinbase.com. XRP's all-time high is $3.84, which was reached on January 4, 2018.
Alexa, how much of the current circulating supply of XRP does Blackstone Group hold?
From Watcher.guru. These accounts control about 2.43 billion XRP, around 4.17% of the circulating supply.
Well, who? Did you answer me? That's some weird ass answer, Alexa.
Thanks for the feedback.
No, Alexa. Thank you, Alexa. That's some crazy shit. Those are crazy numbers. I'm trying to have to like deduce this for a minute, folks. Like, what the fuck? Alexa, who is the 1 billion plus XRP cohort balance black?
From Cointelegraph.com. For instance, the XRP supply held by its richest cohort, those holding over 1 billion native tokens, black, has increased to 41.44% from 40.27% in 2024.
Alexa, who is the 1 billion plus XRP cohort black?
From DOI.org. 2% of cohort individuals were of American Indian or Alaska Native race, and 6% were of Asian, Native Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander, 17% of black, and 70% of white race.
What? Alexa, Who are the 1 billion plus XRP cohort black?
From NASDAQ.com. As of June 18th, the 1 billion plus XRP balance cohort, Black, controls 41.3% of XRP's total circulating supply, up from their sessional low of 39.56% 3 months ago.
But who are they? No answers, folks. Go ahead and shut it down because I'm not sure. I gotta go research some things. Interesting stuff. Thanks for joining.